Hello again, and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice and realize you are creative abundance. Earnestness. That's what I wanted to talk about today, is being earnest, being zealous, being passionate about your writing. It is your earnestness that is determining the rate of your progress. And by progress, I don't mean, finishing a project. I just mean the ability to sit at the page and begin to write. For many of us, especially when we're starting out, just getting to the page and writing is a tremendous progress. It's progress that we may not have made before, and we might have been thinking about writing for years. I know when I was first starting out that I thought about writing all the time, every day, but getting to the page was seemed like an insurmountable obstacle. When I was finally able to sit, that was an amazing progress. So get to the page with earnestness. Be earnest, be sincere, be convicted, have purpose, be genuine, be dedicated. All of these really are just other ways of saying be devoted. I know that is, that might sound easy. I know that it is not. We have to build our practice, but the first thing that has to be there is this conviction that we want this, that we desire this, that we need it sincerely. And I know that you have that, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. There's something in you that is telling you that you want to write, that you need to write. And maybe you've written in your life already, but it's fallen out of your life. You've fallen out of practice. Or maybe you were like me at the beginning, where you just desired this, but you had a hard time getting to the page and starting. So the earnestness, choose to build an earnest practice. And building a practice means building something that suits you, that fits into your life. You have to incorporate writing into your daily day. And we're busy. You have a lot of responsibilities. All of us have a lot of responsibilities, things we're taking care of, jobs, families, relationships. But we have to build writing into our lives. We have to schedule it. And I found what it took for me was to make a vow, V-O-W, to make a vow to myself that I was going to show up and write. I didn't do this for a long time. It took a friend of mine to challenge me to finally do that. And I've told this story before, but I had a great friend who, he said, Justin, basically, I'm tired of hearing you complain about not writing. I know you want to write, so write every day for 3 months. And if you can't do it, then give this up, this idea that you want to write, give it up as a fantasy, because it's just making you suffer. And so I think maybe partly just to prove to him that I could do it, I sat and started writing the next day. I wrote for 3 straight months, every day. Just for 5-10 minutes, a half an hour, whatever it was, but I did it every day. And you know what I found at the end of that 3 months? I had developed a habit. It was a habit that I had never had before, and it is that habit, that devotion, which has now carried me for the last 20 years. So make it your purpose to show up daily and be a little rigorous with yourself. Schedule it into your day. If it helps, do it at the same time. I think it's tremendously beneficial to just say, I'm going to write at X time a day, 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, whatever it is for you. You already know you want to write. That's why you're here. That's why you clicked on this video. You want to write. Not to write is a choice. You're making that choice every day. If you're saying I want to write and you don't, that's a choice you've made. So just make the opposite choice and do what is calling you. I understand that fear, doubt, job, family, obligations, these things are going to come up, but these are not obstacles. They're excuses. And I know they're excuses because I use them all to block myself. I've always found something that got in my way that kept me from writing until I saw that I was keeping myself from writing. And I'm not going to get into the psychology of why that is, but we do it. I did it. We keep ourselves from writing. We keep ourselves doing from what we know we want to do until we don't. So make a solemn vow to write every day. Be earnest. I challenge you. Commit to practice for 5 minutes, to 10 minutes, or whatever you can devote to it. At the same time every day, if you can, sit and write. Schedule writing. Schedule it into your life. Build it in as an important part of your day. Make it unassailable. Don't answer the phone for those 5 minutes. Don't make a coffee date during that time. Don't schedule any appointments at that time. That is your writing time. That is how earnest you have to be. You have to fight for that time, and you're going to have to not just push the outside world outside of that time. You're going to have to push your own self, your own mind, your own chatter, saying, I don't have to do that today. I don't feel like it. You're going to have to make this unassailable time. And we can start right now. In fact, why not? We have the time right now. You're watching this video, so you have some time. So grab some paper or type it onto your phone if you don't have any paper at hand. But let's make something right now. Let's write. So here's a prompt. I want to write because. I want to write because. Why do you want to write? Write for a few minutes now, see what comes, and then you can pause this video and come back and we'll finish. So go ahead and begin. So it is through devotion that you progress towards your dream of writing. And your writing goals, whatever these may be, you determine what they are, but more. The goal is to progress towards the delight of writing for yourself, from yourself. This goal, with this in mind, just to show up for the delight of writing, show up because you know you have desired it. This goal, in and of itself, will take you to any other goal that you may want, whether it's publication or doing readings or having a book or whatever it might be. But the first goal is to sit and delight in the process of writing. And this we do through our devotion, through the earnestness to discover what is in you. And you will understand this more and more as you progress. You will understand that you are fathomless. When you have written enough for the sake of writing, you will discover your joy. That will be everything. If you need additional encouragement with your writing, I invite you to check out Devotion to Writing, devotiontowriting.com. That's my website. And there you can find out about in-person workshops that I lead, online workshops, retreats. I take retreats to not yet, Portugal, Italy, Martha's Vineyard. And in fact, I'm offering a Zoom workshop starting in May. It will run for 5 weeks. We meet once a week on Tuesday evenings. I believe it will be May 13th will be the first week, Tuesday evenings from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to meet you there. I'd love to meet you at any of these workshops. Or just drop me a comment if there's some way, if you have some question that I could answer about your writing process and how to cultivate a daily writing practice. Thank you for watching. Until soon, I hope you write deeply today. I know that if you do write, you will write beautifully because beautiful is what you are. Blessings.